Ladies and gentlemen, the Baby BOKS are world champions for the second time in a row. What a game. Oh man, I hope we really see a lot more games between South Africa and France. I feel like the rivalry is starting to build. I grew up in France, I'm half French, so of course this is a bitter disappointment, but you've got to congratulate the BOKS on the day, the Baby BOKS. Well done, guys. And I did make another video about that, saying that rugby supremacy would be between South Africa and France. That rivalry is only just starting. Those teams see each other in the final, and I think for the years to come, the under-20s and even the Springboks and Les Bleus, the men's professional teams are going to battle it out severely over the next few years, over the next couple World Cups. Bring it on, really. Bring it on. I think it's going to be great. First of all, let's acknowledge that these young lads have put on a show. Biggest night of their lives for many of them. The biggest stakes that they've ever played for, and yeah, they delivered. You know, maybe the scoreline wasn't too flattering. 5-16 as the game has just finished in front of my eyes. Yeah, look, where do I even start? I mean, the BOKS are too strong, really. I can still see them celebrating right now. Yeah, looking at them. I mean, the guys are built like tanks and don't seem scared to break a bone by any means, really. Ruthless battle today. France line-out, I kept saying this all game. France line-out was Gak. How do you say it? Who else? I can see Cheswell Justo. He's a special guy. He's a special guy. Guy should be called Cheswell Booster. He's got some wheels on him. It's a shame that his try was disallowed with a foot in touch from the fullback, number 15. Ahmed also, his try was also disallowed, like actually so many others. The ref has a tough job in those games because both teams are going for it like. You know, that you could even argue that sort of the stakes are higher than even, you know, in professional rugby at sort of not the under-20 level, because these guys are playing for their careers. You know, a good game and winning the final can maybe unlock a contract for them, can maybe give them a career that they never maybe thought of a few months before. Yeah, Ahmed, very good player. I can see him on the screen celebrating still. A lot of composure, a bit of flair on him too. And yeah, the spectacular try was disallowed. So many others, as I just said. Before I get into sort of debating the game and what's the future of rugby for these two nations, the ref was calling the advantage for penalty off quite quickly, and I disagree with that. I disagree with that for one reason. Sometimes you want to kick the 3 points, but you still want to explore, you know, whether you could get more. So is that like a gamble that you take, and you know that the ref may call it off, or do you tell the ref, hey, you know, stop? It's weird. It's like, you know, you go for the try, you get close to the try, but you don't score the try, so the penalty advantage is no longer a thing, and it's a penalty for the opponents. That happened to France a couple of times. Just a bit disappointed in that. I thought maybe France would have preferred to just, you know, have the penalty and kick the 3 points. But yeah, I guess so is the game, really. So, the BOKS back-to-back. Isn't that rugby supremacy? I guess it is, really. You know, I'm a bit disappointed for France. Came so close, but even in this game, I think the BOKS just they couldn't match the BOKS physically. The physicality imposed by the BOKS is out of this level. I mean, it is for the professional side, for the Springboks, but it is, I mean, some of the U20s are professional guys, by the way, you know, I'm aware of that. But for the under-20 Baby BOKS, let's call them the Baby BOKS, that's their name, and it's less threatening than the BOKS. Baby BOKS, well, can you really call them babies, though? They are built like tanks, once again. How do you stop those guys? Genetic freaks, genuinely. So a fully deserved win, really, and the Baby BOKS play like the Springboks. What they do is based on the Springboks. Comes to a surprise, maybe not, because I guess that the Baby Frenchies play kind of like the French, you know, a bit of flair, still composed, you know, strong side. But the BOKS were too good for France on the day. They beat them up physically. France's line-out was so bad. So you can't win a game. I always say this. You cannot win a game if you don't have a good line-out and a good scrum. The scrums, for once, because not many teams that play against the BOKS of any kind, whether it be the Springboks or the Baby BOKS, sustain a decent scrum. France did. I've never seen a team get a penalty versus the Springboks scrum. I mean, I've been watching rugby for a long time, so of course I have, but not that I can remember. But we saw France get a couple penalties off the BOKS scrum today. But I mean, the BOKS also got a few penalties. Yeah, look. Hot takes really is that France and the other under-20 teams kind of like the you know, in the men's professional game, have a long way to go to get anywhere near the BOKS. The reason why I make a lot of Springbok content on this channel is, first of all, because I admire the Springboks. I admire the South African way of playing rugby. I admire everything really about South Africa, not only the rugby, but you guys as a people, as a nation, etc. And today you've proved once again that you're here to stay, and that South African rugby is nowhere near its downfall, you know, because we talk about New Zealand, for example, you know, no longer the New Zealand that they were 10 years ago. Well, you know, I could confidently say right now that the BOKS have got another 10 years in them at least. This under-20 side is unbelievable, strong, back-to-back, okay? It's hard to do it once, but it's even harder to do it twice. And even the Springbok team itself will, you know, can confirm that they've done it twice, and they may be definitely favourites to do it another third time. And I'm pretty sure that the Baby BOKS are favourites to go 3-4-3 also. But despite France losing, I want to say France are stacked. France are stacked. I was impressed actually, because I don't know many players. I know a few, but some of the guys match the BOKS. Some of the guys, you know, big, strong French guys, really hurt the BOKS at a few times. There was a point where one of our French players broke the line and then just decided to do a weird offload that almost cost them another try. It was just the wrong thing to do. A lot of silly decisions from the French that cost them, I want to say. If there was a way back into this game, it wasn't by trying to, you know, play some flary offloads with 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go in the game. Yeah, and I think that South Africa won it with the forwards, but they also won it with the backs. The backs, and notably Ahmed, really. I mean, what a player. I talked about his try, but he's composed. He knows his rugby. The guy knows his rugby. Cheswell Juster, I've seen him play. Juster. Correct me if I'm wrong. Juster. I often waste time in my videos like saying things like that. My bad. You can correct me if I'm wrong. What else did I note during this game? I mean, there was talks of a forward pass on the French first try. I kind of agree with the ref that it wasn't forward. Do note that in rugby, as long as the ball travels backwards from the hands, whether it goes forward with inertia and momentum or not, or wind, or you know, the physical aspects of the rugby ball itself that is in a sphere, that's sort of not the point really, as long as the ball is passed backwards from the hands. So I think that was a try. Misconversion, would have that had an impact if France was 7-6 up? Probably not, right? I'm not going to be superstitious here. BOKS deserve their victory, and they deserve the back-to-back. If you're watching this and you're from South Africa, rest assured the Springboks will keep dominating, especially with their current squad. And if they can pick some of those U20 players when they need, such as they did actually against Wales a few hours ago, where they picked Vusi Moyo, who did all right. He wasn't great in my eyes. You can let me know what you think. All in all, congratulations to South African people. Congratulations to South Africa Rugby. I wish you all the best. And as a bitter Frenchman, no, I'm not bitter actually. No, we lost, but credit where credit is due. All right, now I'm going to watch England because I'm also half English, right? You can notice that I don't speak with the ugly French accent. All my excuses to my French people. And yeah, hopefully we, as an English country too, get a bit of revenge over Argentina, who shamelessly knocked us out of the Football World Cup. Anyway, guys, thank you once again for supporting the channel. Such a pleasure to talk about rugby with like-minded people, and until next time.